Good day, Pack Yogis. Teri here with another yoga practice, which is going to be about 30 minutes. And today we're going to focus on core stability and balance, which is essential for safety, but also in helping you feel very grounded and rooted in your core. Helps you also to have better what's called interoception, and that's very important in terms of managing stress, is being able to identify sensory experiences, feeling that you're holding your head up comfortably, that your gaze and visual area is good. All helps us to feel calmer and just a sense of being somewhat more empowered and attuned more to the body. So with that said, we're going to do some things laying down and also in standing, and focusing on the core. We're working on all the areas surrounding the spine, so that includes the hips and buttocks, as well as the neck, front, sides, and back. And you're just going to need to have a soft surface, maybe a mat, but someplace where you can balance, but also being close to a wall. All right, so we're going to come down onto our hands and knees, and I'm going to turn sideways here, hoping that I can stay in the view of the video. And we're going to exhale, sitting back toward child's pose. And on the next big exhalation, pull the navel toward the spine and walk your hands further out, coming onto the fingertips. If this bothers your knees at all, you can always take a blanket and place it between the back of the thigh and the calves rolled up, right? Or you don't have to sit so far back if it's uncomfortable for you around the lower back. So as you're on the fingertips, you want to have your head in line with your spine. And then just release the arms, cross maybe the fists, rest your head. And let's take about 3 to 4 good full inhales and exhales. Breathing all the way into the back, side ribs. On the exhalation, feel your navel move to the spine, working with Ujjayi breath. So you're using the diaphragm to massage those internal organs, but also to help really reinforce that braking mechanism that happens for the heart and lungs when we have good breath, to slow the heart rate down and help us feel more relaxed, to fill the lungs completely and exhale completely. And then walking the hands back toward the top of your mat or wherever you are. Head stays in line with the spine. Bring your hands down to the floor. Get the shoulder blades to work down the rib cage. And you want to feel a good sense of stability, and try to have your entire hand on the floor, except for maybe the very middle of your palms. We're going to inhale forward into a table position. Exhale, coming into a cat pose. As you inhale, come back into table, and then more into a cow, which is that back bend. Exhale, sitting back, nice and easy as far as comfortable for you. Inhale forward. Notice if your shoulders feel uncomfortable, you may want to have wider distance between the hands into your back bend there. Exhale into your cow. Come back into your back bend. And again, comfortable space in the shoulders. If you feel any pinching or cramping, you can widen the hands or turn the hands out. Inhale, let's go one more time. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Sitting back. We're going to start working on core stability here. As you inhale forward, you're going to just lift your right palm off the floor a little bit. I'm going to do my left to start, just so you can see it hovers, and we're going to exhale back. Then you're going to change sides. Inhale forward, left hand is going to hover. Exhale, sit back. One more time. When you're ready, on the inhalation, coming forward, pressing the feet into the mat. Inhale forward, lift the head, tailbone, hover with the right hand. Exhale, come on back. And then one more time. Inhale forward, hovering with that left hand. Lift the chest and head, tailbone, pause. Straight arms, but not locked. Exhale, come on back. So we'll add a little bit of challenge here for the lower body. You're going to keep both hands on the floor, come forward onto the hands and knees, and then once you get into that table position, you're going to lift the left knee and just hover the floor. Bring the leg down, slowly come back. So what we're trying to do is keep the core very stable here. Inhale forward, we'll go to the other side. Weight bearing on the hands and the left leg. We're going to lift that right knee and just hover and pause. Lower, exhale, come on back. And again, inhale forward. You're going to hover with that left knee and leg. Exhale, come on back. And I just keep making sure I'm in view of the camera. Inhale one more time. Come on forward. Weight bearing on all fours. Then hover with that right knee. Exhale, come on back. Inhale forward. We're going to hover with the right hand and the left knee. So just pause here. So here's where I really want you to slowly lower the hand and the knee and exhale. Sit back. And again, inhale forward. We're going to change sides so that you're now hovering left hand, right leg. Exhale, come back. Inhale forward. Opposite hand, opposite leg. So right hand, left knee. Exhale, come on back. We've got one more. If I inadvertently mislabel the sides, I apologize, but we're alternating right and left opposite sides. Good. So you can continue with that, right? Or you can maybe start to extend your right arm as you lift your left knee. Pausing. Exhale, nice and slow. Again, working through that core stability. And other side, inhale, lifting right knee, left arm, hover. Exhale, come on back. You can do that again. You can do what we did previously, or now you may even want to start to extend the right arm and the left leg. Balance, pause. Exhale, nice and slow. Come on back. Other side when you're ready, whatever level you'd like to do, either hovering the hand and knee, just extend the leg or the arm, or both. Hover. Nice and slow here on the descent, if you will. Exhale, coming on back. And again, if you need any more cushion for your knees, please get that. Reaching forward, opposite arm, opposite leg, reaching back. Exhale, come down. One more time. Inhale forward. Pause at the top. You can hold your breath here. Spread your toes and fingers. Nice and easy. Exhale, come back. Add a little bit more here. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Right hand reaches, left leg back. We're going to pause here. You're going to turn your thumb up, spread your toes. So my thumb is up to the ceiling. Now my left leg is moving to the, crossing the right ankle, and my right arm is crossing toward my left ear. Toward the left, not my right ear. Inhale, come back to the center. Slow exhalation, come on down. Let's see if I can say that better for you. Opposite arm, so left hand, right leg, pause, thumb up. Can't see my thumb, but it's up. My toes are stretching wide, crossing midline. So my left arm goes toward my right. My lower leg crosses behind me toward my left leg. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, come back. I'm going to turn forward so you can maybe hopefully see what that looks like from that view. We're going to inhale, and again, right arm, left leg reaches, thumb up, reach through the toes and fingers, cross your leg behind you, cross your right arm overhead toward the left, come back to center, nice and slow in the exhalation, coming down. And then other side, continue reaching the left arm, right leg forward, thumb is up, crossing midline, Inhale, keep pressing into that right arm. Don't sink into your joints because we want to have weight bearing here to build good bone density. Exhale, come back. Other side, we're going to reach the right arm and left leg, your thumb is up. Again, cross midline. Inhale, back to the center. Look with your gaze about a foot ahead of you. Get that more neutral position in the neck. Other side, inhale, thumb up. Reach through the fingers and toes. Cross midline, weight bearing. Press into the floor with your limbs. Come back to midline. Exhale, sitting back. And then we're going to come again to opposite arm, opposite leg. I'm just trying to show you various views here. Right leg, left arm, thumb up. Now this time we're going to take that left arm, bend it in a 90-degree angle. Then you're going to flip your palm up and take your arm to the low back. Right? You can always keep your hand on the floor. Press your left foot down, right arm strong. We're going to flex the right foot and bend the knee. If you'd like, you can reach for the foot, roll that left shoulder back. Belly is strong, but it's a back bend, so lift the tailbone, lift the head. Breathe here, but keep your belly taut. Maybe look toward that left shoulder. Pull the right thigh in towards your midline. Breathe. Couple more breaths. We're going to reach out again. Now 3 times. Pull that opposite elbow to opposite knee in a cat. Exhale. Inhale, stretch out. Exhale, pull in. Stretch out. And hold here. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Press the arm into the leg into the arm. Keep pressing into the floor. Release the hand. Release the leg. Take a couple of breaths. Maybe sit back in child's pose if you need to. Give your arm a break. If it's too much, you can always come down onto the forearms. But part of what we want to try to do is press evenly through the peace sign, part of the finger and the thumb, to help us feel more comfortable. And if your wrists bother you, again, walk your hand slightly forward or wider. Just play with it and see what's better for you. So now opposite arm, opposite leg, we're going to reach, let's see, it's going to be the left arm forward, right back. Good. I may have messed that up. Then change sides. Right arm, here we go, forward, left leg back. Good, bend the right arm in a 90-degree angle. So on the opposite side now, again, if I confused you, I'm sorry. Turn or flip the palm up. Look forward. Take your arm to the low back. Flex your foot, bend your knee. Perhaps you can roll the right shoulder back, gaze to the right shoulder, and grab the foot of the ankle and press toes to the sky, pulling the left thigh in toward midline. Breathe. Belly taut, but let that buttocks relax. Let your head, top of the head move up, tailbone move up. Reach and stretch in opposite directions. We're going to exhale, right arm to left leg. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, squeeze in. Inhale, reach out. Once more, squeeze it, and this time push your arm into your leg and your leg into your arm, pressing the left hand into the floor. Press the right leg into the floor. Reach out. Take the hand down. Take the leg down. Toes together, knees apart. Sit as comfortably far back as you like. And we're going to take some strain off the shoulders here. Just cross the arms and breathe. So while you're resting again, if I confused you about the right and left, I apologize. I just want to try to get this video out to you, and I'm thinking ahead too much. So just try to keep track of that the best you can. And now we're going to come on up, working the right leg forward, the left leg forward, hip socket distance apart here. Bending the knees. Take your hands to your below the knees or to the thighs. Extend your chest, extend the spine, tailbone reaching out. Now pull your belly in. And we're going to sweep the arms into chair pose as we lift the torso off of the legs. I'm going to back up so you can see me. Starting to work balance here the standing capacity, you're going to lift your right heel off of the floor. Come onto the tippy toes. Arms can be extended, palms can be at the chest or hands on the hips, and you might want to be close to the wall. So with the left knee bent and you're on the right tippy toes, you're going to lift the knee and hover the floor. We're lifting the chest. We're trying not to work the buttocks too much. You can tap that toe down if you need to. Now power up the left leg and come to standing. And hopefully, I'm going to back up just to make sure you can see. I'm going to take the palms together. Exhale, hands to the heart. We're moving into a tree pose variation. So you can take your foot to your calf here. And always again tap down if you need some balance support. If you feel like you want a little bit more of a challenge, interlace your fingers. Take your fingertips to the sky. Extend your torso. Inhale, lengthen. Come up and over to the right. So it looks like I'm going to the left. I'm going to pull my left shoulder back, move my right rib cage forward just to get a little bit more balanced. Breathe here. Inhale to the center. If you'd like, you can go to the other side. After you exhale, inhale, lengthen up. Come over to the opposite side. This is palm tree pose. Inhale to the center. Release the arms. Release the leg. Palms come together. Shake it out. Inhale, reach both arms up. Palms come together. Exhaling now, hands to the heart. Good. Come back to chair pose by sitting back. So we're working the sitting bones back. This is a back bend. So we're not going to really tuck the tailbone. We're just reaching the sitting bones back, but drawing the navel slightly in so you can feel supported here through the abdominals. Again, your hands can be in a prayer. You can reach the arms up or take the hands to the hips. So from here, right knee, the right foot is on the floor. The left heel lifts up onto the tippy toes. Come all the way onto the toes if you'd like, or hover. Lift the chest, drop the tailbone. On the next inhalation, come to standing, push up. Palms together, exhale, hands to the heart. Come to your palm tree pose. Interlace your fingers. The other thumb is in the front. Inhale, extending the arms up. Nice and tall. Press the right foot down as you reach the shoulders and top of the head high. On the next exhalation, you're going to come up and over to the right. Left rib cage pulls back, right forward. Inhale to the center, working on that core stability. As you're ready, exhale. Inhale, lengthen, come up and over to the other side. Now we're pulling the right side back, left rib cage forward. Whoops, touching down with the toes. Inhale, coming back to center. Release the arms, palms come together. Release the legs. Shake it out if you like. Good. Inhale, both arms reach out. Legs press down, palms together. Exhale, your hands to your heart center. From here, take your hands to your hips. We're going to come back standing onto that left leg, lifting the right leg to a knee lift. Good. From here, continuing to balance, if you'd like, and you could always use a towel or a belt, or just hold on to the lower, underneath the thigh. Good. You can hold on with the right leg and then come to a partial tree pose, or perhaps you can come all the way to a full tree pose. Palms are going to come together and breathe. From here, I'd like you to challenge yourself by either gazing to the ceiling, a couple of breaths if you can, changing your visual focus to challenge your balance a little bit more. Bring your eyes back to a comfortable spot to help you balance. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, release the arms down. Step back. Good. Now other side, we're going to balance on the right leg. Bring the left knee in, chest is open. Good. Leg is strong. You feel like the crown of the head is reaching to the sky. And then we're going to open the left leg open to the side. You can stay here. Perhaps you can come to more traditional tree pose with your foot to the inner thigh. So the thigh presses to the foot presses to the thigh. Good. Breathing here. Take your palms together. Again, you can gaze up for a few breaths, or even more of a challenge, close your eyes for a couple of breaths. Whoops. My balance is a little off this morning. Good. Now opening the eyes when you're ready. Release the arms down, reach them up, palms come together. If you like, maybe not be able to see my palms, but just reach where you can. Exhale the hands to the heart. Good. Bring your foot to the floor. Comfortable width with the feet. Inhale, reach the arms up. Palms come together. Exhale your hands right to your heart center. Good. One more time. We're going to inhale, reach the arms up. We're going to exhale and twist to the right. So just the upper body twisting to the right. You can reach the arm back. Good. Inhale, both arms up. Now twist to the opposite side, keeping the hips forward. I got a door behind me, so I'm a little inhibited, but if you can extend that arm back, good. Release both arms up. One more time to the right, twist. Pressing both feet down, looking toward that right shoulder. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, other side. Inhale, palms together. Exhale, your hands right to your heart center. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up. We're going to come back to chair pose. Exhale, you're going to fold forward, hinging at the hips. Take your hands to your thighs. Again, this is a back bend. The knees are bent, bringing them behind the toes. We're going to slide down the legs. If your lower back allows you to go into a fuller back bend, pull the belly in, straighten the legs, and start to round yourself forward. Inhale, halfway up. Hands can come to the shins. Exhale, pull the navel in. Now we're going to let the tailbone descend down. Release the head. Breathe in here. Take your hands, if you can, making two fists right behind the calves. Now press your fists into your legs and pull your body toward your legs. The knees are straight, but could be bent or soft, but never locked. Again, belly in, exhale, folding forward. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Try to keep the line of the hip, knee, and ankle. Just adding resistance, pulling yourself closer as if your legs disappeared, your arms would sweep forward. Good. Inhale, halfway up. Bend the knees as you need to. Exhale, we're going to come back to the floor. We're going to take the feet on the floor, the knees bent, and we're going to lay down onto our backs. We're going to walk our feet wider than hip width apart. Tuck the shoulder blades underneath. Take your arms to the side. Let the legs go to the right. Head toward the left. Inhale to the center. Exhale to the side. Inhale to the center. Exhale to the side. So the brain loves crossing midline. It helps it feel balanced with your right and left hemispheres. It's very soothing to the nervous system, so especially when we're crossing with many limbs. Inhale to the center. Exhale to the side. Last time, inhale center. Exhale to the side. Come back to the center. So you can walk your feet closer together and continue with that. If you want a little more passive work here. If you want harder work, take the knees slightly over the hips, a little bit more toward the torso. Squeeze your thighs together, shoulder blades tucked underneath, palms down. Take your legs to the right, head to the left. Pause and linger. Squeeze the thighs together. Inhale to the center. Changing sides, nice and easy. Exhale, so core stability. Right shoulder and rib cage pressing to the floor. Legs pressed together. Head turn to the left. Back it up if you feel any discomfort in the low back. So you can continue with that, or perhaps you want to make it even more challenging, extending the legs. You can flex the feet, keeping them very active, legs pressing together. You can also point the feet if you prefer. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, legs to the side. Head to the opposite side. Really keeping that core pressing down into the mat through the middle and upper spine. Inhale, exhale. So you really, the ribs and the shoulder area is trying to stay really grounded, the opposite side of the legs. Inhale, center. Exhale to the side. Belly strong. Maybe you can go a little further. Inhale to the center, legs strong. Keep those thighs pressing together. Exhale. Good. Inhale, nice and easy. Exhale. So for those of you with your legs extended, we're going to go ahead and start to bend the knees back to that more kind of middle position. Legs to the right, head to the left. Inhale to the center. Exhale to the side. Inhale, center. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then once you come back to the center, take your right foot to the floor. As you're doing that, try to keep your back in contact with your mat. And then the right foot, I'm going to scoot up just a tiny bit here, right? And then I'm going to come back to legs to the right, feet on the floor. Walk your feet wide as you're doing that. Legs to the left, head to the right. Inhale, center. This time we're going to keep the legs to the right. Good. If that left knee is bothering you, scoot your foot away from your buttocks. You're going to lift your right leg, cross it over your left. Take a few breaths here, getting a stretch through that IT band. Breathe. Good. Inhale. Bring the legs to the center, walking the left foot toward midline. You're going to cross your right leg over your left. Lift your hips up and bring them under the hips if they've kind of wandered away. Now you're going to exhale and let the legs twist to the other side. You can take that top leg higher if you'd like. Press into the outside leg. Right palm up, arm in a 90-degree angle. Again, we're anchoring down with the shoulder and maybe the ribs toward the floor. Exhaling, navel to spine, especially when we're using the diaphragm in this twisted position, very detoxifying for internal organs, massaging and cleansing. Heel to the left foot to the floor. We're going to take the right knee into the chest. Once the foot comes to the floor and you're more supine, lift your hips up and bring them underneath the shoulders of the right leg so they come to the floor. Good. Get back to mats width apart, hips under the shoulders, head in line with the spine, arms to the sides in a T position, legs now drift to the left. Good. Lifting that left leg up, cross it over the right. Take the right foot away from your buttocks. If it bothers the knee, close your eyes. And some cleansing breaths here. Just try to relax. Let the weight of that top leg press the lower leg down, getting more through the iliopsoas and the IT area, the iliotibial band. Breathe. taking your right foot heel toe to the floor, and I want you to anticipate that you might need to move your hips underneath the shoulders. Good. And now lift the hips up and bring them a little more toward the left. As you exhale, let the legs work toward the right, head to the left, nice and easy. You can move the top or bottom leg to a better position. You have to play with it. This is where your interoception is important. You have to sense where it's comfortable and what you need. And then if you want even more of a stretch, take that top hand and press the thigh. Exhale, feels like you're turning the belly to the left hand in a 90-degree angle, palm up. And chin is comfortable, head in line with the spine. And some nice, good cleansing breaths here. You can even take your mat, or if you have a grip, to hold on to help you anchor down. Just relax the face and the jaw. Breathing here. Good inhales. Complete exhales, even through the mouth, if you'd like to get a good exhale. And then very gently releasing back to the midline position. Walk the right foot in, take the left knee into the chest. Once your weight bearing on that right leg, just lift your hips up and scoot it back in line. Good, with your hips, tuck the shoulder blades underneath, and then bring both knees gently in. Legs together, comfortably holding the knees, elbows at the sides or near the side. Just stir your legs, but keep your legs close together. Try not to move the core too much. Just stir the legs in the hip sockets, reversing it. And if there's anything else that you feel like you need to do to feel more complete, more resolved, take that for yourself. You might take your legs up the wall if you'd like, or just come back to a neutral spine position with your feet on the floor, knees bent. Or you can extend your legs. Cross your fingers, resting the hands on the belly. As you inhale, bring all that air so deeply into the lungs that the belly rises and the fingers move apart. And then the back slightly arches. Exhale. Feel the belly and back sink, hands move closer together. Again, inhale. Face soft, pause at the top. Exhale. Trying to have that sense of the chin parallel to the wall. And again, inhale. With the fingers loose, they may come further apart. Back slightly arching. Exhale. And now into just a nice, even, soft breath. If you'd like, stay here a bit longer. If you're ready to come out of it, just pull the knees in toward the chest. Left foot to the floor, scooting down the hips a little bit over to the left. You're going to roll onto your right side, stacking your hips and shoulders. Take a few breaths here. Inhale, as you're ready, come all the way up to a seated position that's nice and comfortable. From this pose, Sukhasana, just let yourself feel vertically aligned to the earth. Take a moment, maybe reflecting on your practice or whatever's going on with your life. And think about an intention that you can take for your day, from your practice, or from your experiences in the last few weeks to help you feel more settled and grounded and more balanced. Release the hands, palms turning up. We touch the ground to invoke groundedness and connection. As we inhale, reach the arms up, palms overhead, taking the hands toward each other. Exhale, bring them to your spiritual heart center. Sealing your intention and your practice. Stay well, and namaste.